everyone, if you want to get inspiration, motivation, and hacks about life, career, and writing, this is the channel for you. I am ERR Stories, and welcome to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV. I am ERR Stories, and for today's episode of Conversations with ERR Stories, I have invited with me Miss Noorain Hassan, a lover of books, coffee, and nature. She's a writer and editor at Medium, an international online writing platform where she also runs her own publication. Other than that, she also maintains blogs and for gaming apps and fashion brands, and she's currently editing her book entitled Even Clouds Cried for Me. Without further ado, hello Noreen, how are you doing today?
Hi, Elydia. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm actually very excited because,
Uh,
talking to writers is one of the things that really makes me happy. So, what inspired you to write, Noreen?
so I even knew before when I used to write, I knew that writing was my passion. So I've seen people around here, it's very common in subcontinent, in India, Pakistan, to write poetry. So we're very familiar with poets and the poetry. So I used to think, why can't I write my own poetry in Urdu? So I realized that sometimes it's not the language, it's the language that you need to switch. So I started writing in English and the words started forming in my head. So I started writing and I got to know about some groups that used to hire people for their writing. So I started from there, from a group, and then I'm here. That was my beginner phase when I started to write for a group.
Oh, okay. So, is there
So that
someone in particular who inspired you to write? Is it your mom, your dad, or your friends?
It was that I'm studying media science right now, so my field is a little bit familiar with my passion. So it was really great. So all of my teachers always used to say that you have to make your own path before you graduate. So I started to write as a work for earning. So that pushes me to build my quality articles like that. So I will tell you that the someone who inspired me were my teachers and my friends who gave me the names of some platforms and some groups who can hire me to write.
Mm, okay, I got it. What are your challenges as a writer and how did you overcome them?
So my challenges as a writer is telling myself to sit down and please myself to please do the work because I'm a little bit lazy for writing. For writing for myself and expressing my words, I'm very, very lazy. I cannot sit down and write. But for the work, that I have some work to complete, so I can do that. So for myself writing, for medium writing, for my book and editing, it's really really hard. So this is my challenge, one of my challenges. So I cannot tell myself to sit down and edit and write.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That's really challenging because sometimes if we really write for work, it's faster,
yeah,
right? Because we have a deadline
exactly.
and we have a client, right? But if it's like
Ex-
us, it's totally different. It's hard to edit. It's hard to go back and check it again. Well, I could relate to you, Noreen. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any writing style in particular?
So for my writing style, when I get the work to write for some blogs of any agency or even some website, I get around 5,000 to 6,000 words to write in 2 to 3 days, which is a very hard task. I mean, my hands just get sore in writing. So what I do is I use a voice input to write, and that's my trick of writing. I use a voice input, but you know that voice catches every rhythm very differently. So I need to edit that with much concentration. So yeah, that's my trick of writing. And even as and when they are shorter articles like 600 words and 700 words, I can write it easily. But when it's like 1,000 and 5,000 and 6,000, so I use voice input to write those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. Wow,
yeah,
I can apply that as well. And to all the viewers out there, you can try that trick of Noorain. Because sometimes we think faster, right, rather than really
yeah.
type.
Sometimes we speak faster too,
Speak
and
faster as
sometimes we cannot just keep writing. We need to change. So for a change, I use voice input because sometimes I am very good at speaking, and sometimes I'm very good at writing. So that varies from time to time.
all right. Okay, now let's go to your book, Miss Noorain. Because I am actually curious about the title of your book. It's called Even Clouds Cried for Me. So, what is the story behind this book?
Hmm. So it's about a story. I'm going to share the central idea or the summary of my book. It's like I've seen teenagers and many people who are just from the age of 10 to 20. They're literally crying their heart out that someone left them, or they're having many depressed lives. And you know, the suicide rates are very common around the world. So I wanted to write a book to tell people that there are many other people out there who were facing depressed lives more than you. So when you think about yourself that, oh, this is so much sadness I have in my life and I cannot suffer enough and I need to die, you need to think that you still have all those blessings that people out there don't have. So I wanted to tell this concept, and the other concept is that people think that happy ending is always getting people and getting to achieve everything, but that's not right. So, for example, for me, a happy ending is going to complete my book and going to meet my friends and staying the friendship forever. But happy ending is not always like that and doesn't work like that. Sometimes happy ending is, um, you know, happy ending is losing everything and still having everything. That's the concept behind it is when you lose everything, there is still some part of other self that you carry. For example, when you stay apart from your mother, father, you know, that's a common relationship around in United States in the part of the world. That when a child turns 18, he gets out of the house and starts living his own life. That's not because he is very bad or he is unethical, but sometimes being parted away also creates a better relationship. So I wanted to create a new concept for people that sometimes losing everything is always the key to stay happy and enjoy your life because you never know what's good for you, and you just created in your mindset that that people, that person I want is my happy ending, but that's not really the happy ending. Sometimes happy ending is different from you think. So I wanted to create this perception for people that you need to accept what's in your life and be happy rather than complaining that I didn't get him, I didn't got him, and he left me, those left me, and to just let the suicide rate fall down. I hope my book helps with this. So let teenagers know that there are still people out there who are suffering very much. I've seen many teenagers are still kind of he left me, that left me with the exam burdens as well and the family burdens as well. So I wanted to create this new idea with my book.
Hmm. Oh, that's very timely, especially with what's happening right now. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
more we think about the future, the more we get anxious about it. And yeah. So, what's your future plan for your book?
So this year my target was to write the book. So I've written the book, but added needs, changes, and so my future plans is to, after a year, like next year or year after that, I'm going to edit my book and reread myself and hire beta readers to read my book and then publish it in a while. I just need my first debut book to be very, very great because that's your reputation. So I'm going to invest, however, every much bit of time that I have, I'm going to invest in my book. So that's my target for the next year after that.
Wow, so full of hopeful plans for
Hopeful.
yes,
Hopeful.
for
Yeah,
your book.
right.
I know you can do that, Noreen, because the purpose of your book is so, how do you say this, noble, right? Because you get to inspire a lot of people. Okay, before we end this interview, may I know, or would you want to leave any message to our viewers out there?
The thing I wanted to say at first, and I couldn't say was, thank you, Elydia, for letting me having an interview with you on your Rising YouTube channel. And I wish you very good luck with your YouTube channel. You're doing a very great job in this quarantine time when nobody is caring for anybody, and you're still going out there collecting writers and doing interviews. And I'm very jovial with this work of yours. So I wanted to say that from the beginning. And the other thing that I wanted to share for the viewers out there is write your heart out, which means that just go and write anything that you want. Nobody's going to judge you for what you write because every person writes differently. Just go and write anything that you want. And you have platforms like Medium, and even you can go and work for Fiverr and Upwork. I know that's a low pay scale job, but you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere to start writing. So just go, even if they're giving you $2 per, if they are giving you $2 per hour, just go and start writing until it's too late because you have to start from somewhere. It's better to start before than late because this is the time you can start now. In this quarantine time, you can make your time useful and write your heart out.
There. All right. It's time for you guys to write. Write your heart out and learn to express, right, what you feel in written words. But there. Thank you very much, Miss Noreen, for this. Maybe next time we'll do a live interview as well. So, our audience would be able to chat their questions and then we get to ask and we get to answer them wholeheartedly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Noreen. And thank you to all the viewers out there. This has been ERR Stories and Miss Noreen. Keep writing, get the inspiration, find it in your heart, and start the writing journey. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye, Noreen.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. And yes, always remember Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Bye-bye!